Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Whitney, and yes, you read the title correctly. I am unemployed. Again.
Not anymore, thank God.
So if you guys are interested to know what I'm gonna talk about today, please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you never miss when I post a new video. So let's get right on into it. So this is gonna be kind of like a life update, a little bit, not really, but I'm just gonna tell you guys a little bit of something that happened to me, right? So, when did it happen? Was it this year? Yes, it was this year. So I was working with a law firm for a little bit over a year, and it was the best place to work. They had the best holiday parties. They had the best coming together. Like they had a lot of events where there was happy hours. They took us to baseball games. It was amazing. And I genuinely, even though I didn't love the field that they were in, and I knew that I was going to leave eventually, I genuinely loved working there, and I might have stayed even though I didn't love the field. I probably would have stayed for a long time, probably not long, but probably 5 years, pay off my loans, and then maybe try something new. But everything happens for a reason, right? So I was working at this firm, and for a while I knew that I'm thirsty. For a while I knew that my boss was needing another attorney in the office, right? So so there were, oh my gosh, can I talk today? So there are different offices, right? There's different locations, and the main location was in New York, and I loved going to that location so much. I genuinely vibed with a lot of the people there, right? The location that I was in that was closer to my school only had a couple attorneys, right? It didn't have too many people over there. I was the only intern over there. Whenever they had things for interns, I would meet up with the interns in the New York office because it was close by, and it was a good time. I was connecting with everybody, talking to everybody. Some of the interns over there are now, because they were a year ahead of me, but they are now first year associates. So it got to the point that my boss was like, do you know anybody that's looking for a job? Do you know anybody that's looking to be an attorney right now? I really need the help. She needs an attorney. And so I reached out to some people within the Nibosa network. Is there anybody looking for a job in this area? Blah, 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 X, Y, and Z. My boss is looking for an attorney. And so the person that we hired, was not an attorney yet. They were studying for the bar, but they were a law clerk. And so they could do a lot more than what I could do. They just couldn't go to court. And so we went through the whole rigmarole. We went through the whole thing of trying to keep this person on. They didn't pass the bar, so unfortunately they were let go. And then basically, my boss was right back to square one, where she was trying to figure out what to do. And so it got to the point to where they had to let me go because they were so kind about it. They gave me almost 2 months, maybe even almost 3, low-key, to kind of figure out what I was going to do next. No, it was 2 months. They gave me 2 months to kind of figure out what I was going to do next because they know that they sprung this up on me last minute. So they even they had to close down an office. So I knew that they weren't just bullshitting me. My boss genuinely needed the help, and so they felt the funds can go elsewhere, and that they were having a little bit of trouble upkeeping the work within our one location, and an attorney was needed, right? So they let me go because there's things that I could not do, which made sense. So I was like, okay, fine, right? I ended up finding a new job. I didn't start immediately. I found a summer associate position that was going to start in May. And basically I was unemployed for 7 to 8 weeks, right? But it wasn't I didn't know when my next check was coming. I knew that I had a job waiting for me. I was just chilling within those 7 weeks, right? I was chilling, I was filming, I was doing school. I was enjoying my time off. But at the same time, I need to work because I'm not the type of person to just not work, right? So that was the first time I got cut off, right? Or got let go. And I was on good terms. Then my summer associate position started. And that's when There's going to be a video on all of the drama that went down in that firm. It was ridiculous. This firm was very childish. This firm was borderline like, so I didn't say it, but now outside looking in, I'm kind of like, maybe that was it. They don't like it doesn't seem like they like different people, right? Like they want you to think the same way that they think, which is not really conducive to an environment, but I mean, that's beyond me, right? But a lot of people, you could see it reflected in the type of people that they hire because everyone looks alike. They have their tokens, but everyone looks alike and they don't look like me, if you catch my drift. So while I was, applying to this firm, I didn't know that at the time, right? Until one of my colleagues kind of came up to me and was like, let me warn you about this place. They are dramatic. They are kind of assholes. Like, it is a lot, right? So like, if you're going to work here, you're going to gain a lot of experience, but it's going to be stressful, right? And so this person warned me about this job, and we're going to call this job law firm. We're going to call it Maytag. We're going to call it Maytag, Mayfirm, tag firm. The law offices of Maytag. I like that. So we're just going to call it Maytag. So this dramatic firm, the firm where I was a summer associate, we're going to call it the law offices of Maytag. So Maytag is a firm that specializes in civil litigation and also workers' compensation, right? So I interviewed with them. I told them that I was interested in trying something new and seeing kind of like the workers' compensation side, because I've already had experience in civil litigation, especially on the insurance defense side. So I would like to try something new, right? And so, we were talking blah, 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 X, Y, and Z. One of my colleagues came up to me like before the interview and after, because I was asking them questions, and they were basically like, you're going to learn a lot. It's very valuable work. You're going to be busy. You're going to have things to do. But the way that they work is conniving. They're sneaky. They're a little bit finicky. And also, in order for you to do well, you have to stay on the partner's good side, right? And in my head, I'm like, of course I have to stay on the partner's good side. That just like comes with it. But what my friend was telling me was that no, that partner wants you to think just like them. They don't want you to have thoughts of your own. They want you to do everything to the T of how they do it. Like, they're not very flexible. They're very, very toxic. So if you get a job here and you want to work here, you need to fly under the radar. Guess what happened? So I interviewed, I asked my questions, whatever. I got an offer, right? So I got an offer and they were offering me $25 an hour. And I, coming from my other firm, I was making more than that. So I decided to negotiate. I talked to them. I said, hey, at my other firm, I'm coming with experience. At my other firm, I was making $30 an hour. I would love to, see if there's any room for negotiation. The partner was like, well, send me some more of your work that an attorney didn't touch, and then we'll think about it. So I did. And they were like, wow, you're a great writer. I really like this. They're like, you know what? You have really shown that you are worth the extra $5. But I would hope and pray that you kept your salary confidential. So that was red flag number one. But I'm not going to get too deep into the story because there's going to be a whole story time on this place. It might have two parts, probably just one, because my whole job that entire summer was just to remain like low-key, do my job. I did it well. Like, I kept getting constructive criticism. I kept getting like really good feedback, and I knew that I was doing well, right? So I accepted the job position because I was offered $30 an hour, and I was told to keep it confidential, even though that's kind of illegal. But like, you can't tell me to not say anything because I can. Like, you can't, and if you fire me for it, you're. But anyways, so I was working there, and it was just drama on top of drama on top of drama, which is giving me story times on top of story times on top of story times. Like, all of the interns went out to eat, and even like some of the paralegals too, we all went out to eat and was like piecing shit together, because we were like, this happened with this and this happened with that, so that happened to you. Like, we were like, are you dumb? Like, are you serious? That's how you're gonna run Maytag, the law offices of Maytag, with your prestigious reputation that only you talk about. Nobody else thinks that y'all got a prestigious reputation, but like, y'all want to treat people like this. Y'all want to treat people that are working for you like this? Are you kidding me? They were very conniving. They fired somebody after a month. Like, every time, the whole time that I was working there, nobody stayed for a long time. The turnaround was crazy. And the thing about it is that like, I knew that they were like a crazy firm, but I really genuinely liked the work. I liked working there. I felt like I was growing. The pay was good. I didn't tell anybody how much I got paid while I was there until, you know, I got let go. But the whole thing like was just, that was a firm that I was really only working there only because I knew what I was doing and I was getting paid well. So it gets to the end of the summer. Summer position is kind of ending. Like, we're trying to figure out whether or not we can come back. Our partner says that yes, you guys can come back. I just got to figure out like what days you can come back and for how long. Like, you guys can come back 2 days out of the week, right? And so immediately when they told us that, because it's a smaller firm, like they don't have enough space to have all of us there all the time. So when I heard that, I was like immediately, okay, I'm going to have to get a new job because I can't function off of 2 days a week. But I liked working there, so I was gonna keep it until I did find a new job. So school was starting, like, let's say the school is starting the 20th of August, right? Or the last week of August, whatever, say this school, whatever, right? So our partner allowed for us to have the first week of school off and then come back and start our hours. The first week of school passed, and then that Monday I was coming back to work because I was only working 2 days out of the week, and my days were Mondays and Wednesdays. I think it was. Yeah, Mondays and Wednesdays. And the day that I came back is the day that they let me go. They waited for me to get home. They waited for me to, like, I don't know why. They could have really just told me while I was there and just let me go home early. Because, like, what the heck was that? They literally waited for me to get home. I got a call at, like, 5:15. And they were like, hey, are you home? Like, how was the drive? And I was like, oh, it's fine. Like, once I heard their voice, I was like, they're letting me go, aren't they? And so, basically, they let me go because they were just, like, the same reason for the other firm. They were like, oh, it's looking like we are needing an attorney right now, and you know, we think that the funds that we have allocated for you can go to the attorney, and it's just more so like we're reanalyzing the business because of XYZ reasons. That's going to be in the next story time, like bullshit reasons. And they were like, so we're going to have to let you go. And I was like, okay, so it's nothing that I did specifically? And they were like, no, it's nothing you did specifically. It's just like, okay, so mind you, first of all, it was the HR person talking to me on the phone. It wasn't even the partner. The HR person told me that my boss was on the line, but my boss didn't say a word the entire time I was on the phone. So the HR person is like, yes, we just have to let you go for this reason. Please send back your fob. Never sent back the fob. Not to be vindictive or anything like that. It's just I forgot, didn't really have the time to do it. Nobody called me for it, so whatever. So really and truly, they let me go for the same reason that my last job let me go. But it was bullshit. This job was bullshit because how you let me come back just to let me go? You could have just told me not to come back. Like, so I have been unemployed for let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 month. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 2 months. I've been unemployed for 2 months. One thing that I have to express is this is why savings are important, because I have been living on the savings from the what I made in the summer position, and also what I just life. Girl, I got bills. Like, I was living on for a full year, right? For before my summer associate position, for a full year, I was living on $30 an hour pay. And then during the summer, I was continuing to live off of that $30 an hour pay. So I was good, and I was saving, I was allocating my money for blah, 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 X, Y, and Z. And now I'm having to cut into my savings because that $30 an hour is no longer here. So I'm just sitting here like, yo, like it's getting hot, like it's not getting hot, shit, it's getting cold. I gotta turn on the heat. You mean to tell me that I can't do none of that because I don't have a job? So I'm in this predicament where, and I know I didn't tell you a lot about the second firm, but I will because it's coming soon in a story time. But I'm in a predicament where I do not have a job, and it is frustrating because it feels so stupid to say I'm 28 and unemployed. Like, why do I keep putting the life of me in someone else's hands? Why is that happening? I don't like it at all. This is why it's, one, important to have a savings, and two, to low-key work for yourself, because what the hell is that, right? So I don't blame my other job at all. My first job that I was with for over a year, I don't blame them at all. I completely understand. But this job, this second job, they screwed me over. Even my colleague, like I saw them yesterday and they were like, Whitney, do you have a job? Where's your job? Like, do you have a better job? Because they ended up leaving. They quit like day of, and nobody knew that they quit for like 2 days, which is crazy. But, and I really thought that I was going to get that person's job because they just made them a clerk. And so I was like, okay, bet, like if they left, I could be that clerk since you just made them a clerk. Fooled the fuck out of me, like, damn. But I don't know. I guess I just came here to complain because what the hell was that? Like, what, like, for my, what luck are we like talking about here that I get let go twice in the same year for reasons that literally are not because of me, for reasons that are not my own. I almost wish that I did something bad in this second time around because, like, give me a valid reason. Tell me the truth. You just did not want me working there. You did not want me working there. And update on there, they still don't have a civil attorney. Update on there, they're still treating people like shit. Like, update on there, they're still working just as hard as when I was there. Like, I could have been a great help. I was worth what you were paying me. I could have helped you out a lot. But because of whatever reason that you had, whatever reason that was, you didn't want me working there no more? Someone told me that they think that they don't like outsiders, and I kind of agree because I don't want to spill too much because again it's going to be in the story time, but someone else who looks like them but is just different, they had a complete problem with them, huge problem with them, and it was almost like not even borderline because they definitely like reported them to the whatever bureau, but like it was too much. But anyways, so right now in this unemployment era, do you think I could have filed for unemployment? No, not as a student. No, you can't do that as a student. Okay, so I was about to, but anyways, so during this season of being unemployed, I have been working a lot, like on my school, working as the president of the organization. Like, this time has been nice, and I also have to pack. So update on me. I'm moving in with a guy. I'm moving in with a man, with my boyfriend. And it's just crazy to think that I have T-minus 2 weeks before I move in with a man and just like have to have this shared space. It's so bananas. It's so bonkers to think that like my space is no longer going to be my space. So the next time that because I don't think I'm going to film a video between now and then. I don't really think so. Oh, I'm going to keep my pole though. I'm going to keep my pole. We have one bed, one den, and then whatever. And the den, that's where my pole is going to go because that's my baby. I don't care what nobody says. I love doing pole fitness. But yeah, I just came out here to complain, to be quite honest with you. Like, how the hell does this shit happen? But if you guys have any tips and tricks on what to do, on where to search for legal jobs, because I think that's also the reason. No, not even that's also the reason why I'm unemployed, because I was applying to so many jobs. I was getting so discouraged. Everything is just starting to look up because I was applying to so many jobs and not hearing anything back, like nothing. Like, I was getting rejections on top of rejections. Things that I qualified for, I was getting rejected. I got interviews for people and they were like, no, because you're still in school. And I'm like, if I'm going to school in the evening 2 days out of the week, how do you think that, like, why do you think that that's going to interfere with the work? But whatever, go off, sis. So it was very frustrating. It's very, 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 like, to me, I really put my value in working, and that is, could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I don't know. I don't know yet, still deciphering, but I put my value in the work that I produce. And if I'm not working, I really feel like I'm just like a waste and a failure and a loser. Like, like, ask my man. Like, I was saying that all the time. I'm like, I'm a failure, I'm a loser, I don't know what I'm doing with myself, I don't know why I'm not getting no jobs. Like, it was a lot. It's definitely mentally taxing. So I say that to say, just to like let you guys know what's going on with me. Let you guys know that things are starting to look up. I'm getting interviews, I'm getting job opportunities, like, things are looking well, things are looking up for me. So I'm very, very happy, very, very blessed and highly favored that, you know, it's just divine timing, right? And another thing that happened to me is that I got a job, but I had to decline it because the job that I got, and this just happened yesterday, the job that I got, it was only 15 hours a week and the pay wasn't bad. But because it was only 15 hours a week, when another job called talking about full-time $25 an hour, I was like, absolutely, I would love to interview. But yes, y'all, that is my story. Thank you for joining me today. I just came here to complain and let y'all know what's going on and let y'all know that there is a story time coming up. It may be when I'm in my new place. So if you guys are interested to see that story time or to listen, to hear that story time, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you never miss when I post a new video. Also, leave some comments down below so we can stay engaged with each other. I want to know what you're thinking. Let me know. Let me know what videos you want to see regarding anything legal, regarding low-key anything, because I do fitness, I do pole. We could talk about it all right? So thank you guys for joining me today. I hope this was helpful in some regard, right? Like, if you want to vent, down in the comments below, tell me your story about being unemployed. If you want some advice on how to apply to different jobs, I could continue to tell y'all my story about what I was doing for these last 2 months. If you need advice on anything, send it to my email. It is on the screen and it's also in the description box down below. It is writersoneworld@gmail.com. Again, thank you guys for joining me today. Stay blessed, and I hope to see you guys next time.